gentlemen, just we here from going back to a new Hey Arnold episode review, and if you missed the last one, go and check it out. And this is another good episode, and it starts with the class announcing these different winners of these different things that they have done, and now they're having to do this poetry, and yeah, Phoebe is trying to think of some good poems to do to win the contest, and Helga as well, and she sees her portrait of Arnold and comes up with a good poem. And yeah, Phoebe decides to pretty much cheat off of this book of popular poetries, and it's kind of not of Phoebe to actually do that, though. You wouldn't actually see Phoebe do something like that, of actually cheating. And, of course, she wins. I guess nobody really knows much of that book of the different popular poetries, because she manages to win. But she's going to soon regret it. And, of course, they're about to read Helga's poem, but class dismissed before they can read Helga's. And yeah, Phoebe gets excused from eating with her parents, and Phoebe's mom comes and puts the statue, or the trophy, next to her, and yeah, she's starting to get freaked out by the statue, and she's going to start feeling regret of cheating on that test, which she's trying to explain it to the teacher until the principal comes in, and being told that Phoebe is a really good poetry writer. And yeah, Phoebe's mom is wondering if she's alright. And yeah, that statue, though, it's like it's talking to Phoebe. It's pretty much talking to Phoebe, making her feel regret. And she decides to bury it, but a kid makes the statue fly in the air, and Arnold and Gerald see it, and they think that Phoebe lost it, so they decide to return it to Phoebe, and yeah, she gets freaked out, saying that it's back. I don't know why, this episode reminds me of the Loud House episode where, I don't watch the Loud House anymore, but I remember one episode with Lola where she took this, the doll that Lucy had, that very priceless looking doll, and Lola accidentally having all these different things happen to it, and every time when she wakes up or doing something else, it always ends up back in her room. And it turns out that Lana was the one that always returned it. This episode reminds me of it. But except, obviously, she doesn't every time try to get rid of it, and it just appears back. And plus, Phoebe is not terrifying like Lola is. Lola is more terrifying, I can just say, of being for a little kid. But yeah, Phoebe is getting terrified, and then she comes up and admits for what she did. But she decides of an actual poetry that's not from a book, that's an original poetry. And yeah, she actually reads Phoebe's. She reads Phoebe's poetry. And yeah, Helga faints, of course. But like I said, definitely not often that you would see somebody like Phoebe cheat, or think to actually cheat, because of how honest she always is, and she tries to be. But yeah, a really good episode. I'd like to know what y'all think. To the next one.